All-out battle. Ukrainian brigade attack destroys 3 tanks while crossing the river in Kharkiv. Russian troops have lost at least 3 military vehicles after soldiers rushed to retreat across a river in Kharkiv. Moscow has been humiliated after an atmosphere of panic broke out among Russian troops in the Kharkiv region. The Kremlin's forces are understood to have fled across a river as Ukraine's counteroffensive operation advanced on Kharkiv. New video footage from Ukraine has revealed the retreating Russian troops abandoned at least 3 military vehicles in the water, with additional artillery supplies dumped along the banks of the river. A video, believed to be recorded by Ukrainian soldiers who had moved in on the invaders' bases around Kharkiv, has exposed the aftermath of Russia's frantic withdrawal. In the recording, 3 Russian BMPs, a model of infantry fighting vehicle, are shown submerged in the water, one leaning awkwardly against the edge of the opposite bank. At least one clearly bears the Kremlin Z symbol in support of President Putin's special military operation, confirming the stranded vehicles as Russian equipment. The banks of the river are littered with other military supplies, including belts of ammunition and what appears to be a collection of rockets. The news of the panicked Russian retreat in Kharkiv comes as President Zelensky's forces have advanced a series of counteroffensives across Ukraine. Intelligence reports confirmed Ukraine had begun campaigns to advance on Russian settlements in the Kharkiv, Kherson, and the Donbass regions. The string of coordinated missions has strained the Kremlin's military organization as Russian forces are under pressure from advancing Ukrainian troops in the north, east, and south. The concurrent threats to Russian-occupied areas spread across 500 kilometers and are set to test the Kremlin's ability to coordinate military forces, as leaders must urgently decide where to reallocate soldiers. President Zelensky has claimed operations to reclaim Kremlin-controlled regions have already proved successful. Speaking on Thursday, the Ukrainian leader said, "In total, more than 1,000 square kilometers of our territory have been liberated since the beginning of September." He added, "I am grateful to everyone who made it happen. I am grateful to the army, intelligence officers, and special services for every Ukraine's flag that has been hoisted in these days." President Zelensky has declined to name the regions that have been returned to Ukrainian control, although he has detailed good news from the operation in Kharkiv, suggesting there have been particular advancements in this area. The decision of Putin's forces to abandon equipment as they fled Kharkiv comes as the Russian army is said to be suffering from a munitions crisis. Moscow's army is confirmed to have lost over 1,000 infantry fighting vehicles since the conflict began, although the actual number is expected to be far higher as reports continue to emerge. The UK Ministry of Defense has confirmed Russia is suffering from shortages of munitions, vehicles, and personnel. By comparison, Ukraine continues to be bolstered by international military aid, most recently the pledge of additional supplies from America after U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited Kyiv. Meanwhile, Russia may be losing a lot of men during the battle for Kherson, but they are not running away, journalist Richard Spencer claimed. Journalist Richard Spencer discussed Ukrainian generals proclaiming that the Russian-occupied region of Kherson in Ukraine would be liberated, despite the assault starting in the last week of August. Mr. Spencer claimed that Russia had a big army that had not been completely demoralized like some people were making out. The region, which is now under Russian control, has been turned into a brutal battlefield. The Battle of Kherson is a crucial one, and it has been heating up this week as Ukraine fight to retake and hold the region. Mr. Spencer told Times Radio, "The message changes very dramatically from one day to the next. because one day he's saying, yes, we're going to Kherson and we're going to liberate it. And you see some of the generals. I was just reading an interview with the general commanding this front for the Ukrainians, who were saying that, Kherson will be liberated by the end of summer, where they only actually started the assault on Kherson in the last week in August. So now they're saying, would it be a long, slow grind? So you have to take everything people say with a pinch of salt. But the fact on the ground is the Russians have got a very big army. They're not as demoralized as has been made out. Mr. Spencer added, they're still able to fight. They're still, have a lot of artillery. They may be losing a lot of men, but they're not running away as yet. So they've got a lot of territories to retake the Ukrainians if they really do as they say they want to. Reclaim all the territory in Ukraine. That is about a fifth of Ukraine is under Russian control. So it's not going to happen quickly. Experts have been paying close attention to the Battle of Kherson, as it is an important region for Ukrainians to take back and hold. Other military experts in the West have warned that Putin may retaliate harshly if he feels he's losing. Many have warned that Putin may use nuclear weapons from his deadly arsenal.